and welcome to our first video for Not Just a Comic Shop. Today we will be opening the Magic the Gathering Ikoria booster box, which is the newest addition to the set. This is the second booster box of this year, the first one being Theros. This is the last one before the Core 2021 set gets released. So there's plenty of new monsters to find in the world of Ikoria. They've brought out Mutate, which we will go into more depth when we show you the cards.
I feel like we should have been introduced, but we'll go through that later.
They know who we are.
Who does? By the way, I'm Mike of Not Just a Comic Shop. This is Lucy of Not Just a Comic Shop.
They know us. So in the booster box there are 36 packs and there is an Ikoria box topper which is not for resale, so we get to open this. Sorry, Mike. You don't get the honours.
Don't apologise to me, just don't mess the cards up.
So you get one sealed product, which is Rodent, Titan of Winged Fury, and it is a legendary creature, elemental dinosaur cat. Mutate cost is 4 flying and first strike. Whenever it mutates, you may cast a target non-creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. So yeah, very nice, shiny card.
That's now bent.
Shh, it's for my collection, it is fine. So, I'm going to be nice, Mike's going to open half of them, and I'm going to open half of them, so...
I think it's only right I go first after you just tore into that.
I did tore into it.
Tore?
Tore. So, shall I do it evenly?
How many is a stack? It's 12?
How many is a stack? There's
Must
36
be 12.
booster...
There's 36, so
36.
Yes, 12.
So, you need another... Oh
6.
my god, maths! There we go. Ooh, stacks of cards. Mike's been looking forward to this for a long time.
Mike has been looking forward to this for a long time.
Oh my god, right, let's just show you the 4... Or is there only 3? There is only 3 different covers for the Ikoria booster sets.
I've forgotten his name.
So you've got Vivian, Monsters Advocate. I'm going to call him King Kong because I can't remember his name at the minute. And then a little bush baby thing.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Porker baby.
So, there we go. There's the 3.
Don't porker baby. Come on then, open the pack. I've got to wait. Ladies first.
No, you go first.
No,
go
ladies
on.
first. Alright.
I'm going to sort
Just to
them
save
out.
them time of us messing around and deciding.
It's fine. You open it.
Oh.
Go on. First pack.
Whoa.
First pack. I'm sorting all these out.
I don't want this. That's going to have a look.
It's not going... Oh, we stripped it on the floor.
So we are starting with a manned serval. It's the one for...
Main, not manned. It's been manned.
I can't read. Who needs to read? It's all about numbers, isn't it?
So, it's a common card.
It's a common card, but I do like mained serval because it's a 1/4 with vigilance for 2 drops, so why not? Whisper Squad, highly played on Arena at the moment.
Another common card.
Another common. Don't know that one. Got a little...
That was Sudden Spinnerets, which is target creature gets +1/+3 and put a reach counter on it. So when it says, so the new cards are when you put a counter on it, that counter stays after the card has been used, whereas the 1/3 that this card gives it is only until end of turn. So if you've got something on the ground that needs a reach counter on it, you can use this for a 1 mana cost. Pretty decent card.
Got a little thieving otter.
Oh.
I don't know what he's... Oh, he's drawing a card every time he deals damage, he draws a card.
But he's a 3 mana cost.
I don't know how he's thieving because it's your own card.
He's
But good card, why not? I'm sure all of us are already going to know this if you've been playing the new meta on Arena. Draneth Stinger, part of the new cycle.
Cycling.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I've not played a deck with this mechanic yet, but I've played against plenty of them and I'm not liking. But it's a good card.
Yeah, Cycling is the other new... I'll say new, it's probably been recycled from other older packs.
Yes.
But Cycling.
Oh yeah, it's new to the current
Yes.
meta, basically.
Yes.
But it is, yeah, it has been used in Magic before.
As most of them have. When we get new things, we don't know.
I've seen Magic cards I haven't seen before.
Oh, here we go. Right, I'm opening packs.
Checkpoint officer. No help.
I am helping.
You read.
I read.
Me not read. You read.
Checkpoint officer. It's a 2 mana. It's a human.
There's something on the back.
So the only things that you're getting in this set are beasts and humans. there's not really much in between those.
Hence, Lair of Behemoths.
Yes, but there's no like. What are they? They're just humans. What are the other things that came in there? It's like the god cards and that and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The legendary, not the legend, the enchantment creatures.
Yeah, there's nothing, no enchantment creatures. I don't think in this. It's just all pretty much beasts.
We like beasts.
So I just pulled a Helica Glider, which was the most cutest card ever.
I've got some good cards in here.
I know, well, you're not having them, they're mine. He's trying to steal my cards already.
Right, anyway, I'm going to jump
just go through the rare.
I'm going to jump to the rare.
I got a token. Oh, we got a nice foil Hampering Snare, which is the blue 2 mana cost, so increase your opponent control, get -2 until end of turn. So instant, it's not bad unless something's attacking you and you don't want it to.
Oh, shiny.
Yes, shiny. Oh, you got one of those.
We got a Ikoria. Very, very, very good companion. There is one big drawback to this being your companion, though. Everything in your deck has to be 3 mana cost or higher.
Which is
tough. For everything that's on the field, you draw that many cards when Ikoria enters the field. So it refills the hand. It's not a bad card, but it just takes a while to spin up.
You've got to have the mana. Yeah. And it's a blue green, so you could either do an all blue, an all green, or a mixture of both.
A lot of people are having a lot of luck with this deck at the moment, so.
Yeah. So the other rare I got in my pack was the Zagoth Trio, which is the land cards, which are all the new ones, which means you get 3 different mana costs. It's still a tapped card when it enters, and you can also cycle it. So cycling is, you tap so many cards on the field, you discard a card, you discard this card, and then you draw another card. So cycling.
It can't be countered.
No.
It's a good mechanic.
All my rares over there. I've also got a Scale Barons. Anything else decent? We've got some Wilts, Wilts are basically just return to nature cards. Forbidden Friendship is a new one. Create a 1/1 dinosaur and a 1/1 human token for 2 mana cost, so you get 2 1/1s on the field. It's not bad, but it could be better.
Pathfinder, just
Pathfinder, Green Pangolian, Tiger, and then we got a Dreamtail Heron.
Not us. We see it.
Yes, I know. This one I've seen a lot of, Chittering Harvester. So he is a mutate cost of 5, and whenever it mutates, each opponent has to sacrifice a creature. So if you can get this guy mutating, they aren't going to get a chance to get any creatures out, which is harsh.
Also goes well with these.
Oh, yes. So Mike got a Zagoth Mamba, which is whenever it mutates, the target creature opponent control get -2, so that's also a way to...
So it's not actually a mutate creature, it's a very good mutate...
no, you have to mutate onto it.
Yeah.
And
That's the word I'm looking for.
What's the word? What?
When I come back to the word, I'll let you know, and it will have no context.
No. And then you've got Cavern Whisperer, which is a mutate cost of 4, and it has Menace, and whenever it mutates, each opponent discards a card. So if you've got these 3 together, you're basically -2ing, you're making an opponent sacrifice a creature,
Possibly
and you're making him discard a card. So if they've got no cards in hand, and you keep mutating it, and then they keep drawing, they're never going to get any cards to get out.
Yes.
And they're going to have to sacrifice a creature. So
get rid of that
decent playstyle. Yeah, basically. Just get rid of it.
I've just pulled a Sprite Dragon.
Oh, is that the cute thing?
It is a cute thing.
Oh no, not that one.
Have you not seen this one?
Flying in Haste. Oh, him.
So it's 2 costs.
I think I've seen the alternate art. Is that the one that you get an alternate art of? I can't remember.
It's a red and a blue mana. And basically, when it's on the field, any non-creature card that you... my brain has gone completely dead today.
Wonderful.
Cast is the word I'm looking for.
Beast token.
Sprite Dragon gets a 1/1 counter. So it can get very big, very beasty. I've seen some really good decks using this card that basically have a lot of counters in blue and then a lot of removal in red. So
it's a nice uncommon
I'm a fan
card.
of that one.
So I just pulled a Gyruda Doom of Depths from the second pack. So it's a companion. Yeah, your starting deck contains only cards with even converted mana cost. So forget about your 1 mana cost drops. You're looking at 2, 4, 6. There might be some 8s out there, but I doubt it. And then when it enters, each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Put a creature with an even converted mana cost from among those cards onto the battlefield under your control. It's a nice card. We like that card. So also I pulled in a comic art Cavern Whisperer, which is the other form. So the Theros set had the alternate god cards with the constellations. This one is comic. And he's
Which is very appropriate given...
We're in a comic shop.
We're in a comic shop.
He's a very pretty card.
I really like those.
I know you like those. Oh, I'm meant to be splitting these. Sorry, guys. I'm going to split these into commons and uncommons so I can show you what we...
Oh, are you doing that?
What we got.
I'll also follow suit because...
Yes, sorry, Mike.
Because I'm here.
Yes, you are. Tokens as well. We'll show you the tokens that you get for the set.
I'm going to fast forward through this bit, so...
It's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh, it's like Christmas.
You throw your gifts around at Christmas?
Yeah, I do. I throw them everywhere. Oh, there's quite a lot of nice tokens in this set. Right, let's see what we got. Oh! Another...
It's teeth. It's teeth.
Its teeth are shiny. So we got a comic art Chittering Harvester, which is also foil, which is very nice. Oh, I like him. It's just his teeth that are shiny. Oh dear. Okay.
Shark.
What did you get? What did you get? Oh, the token. Nice. Oh, that's for the Sharknado.
Yeah.
If we have a Sharknado in here, it's the best card ever. Ooh.
So I now remember what King Kong is called.
King Kong is called
Kogler.
nearly King Kong.
Because they could get all the rights for Godzilla, but they couldn't get the rights for King Kong. But you need to have a King Kong if you've got Godzilla. It's just the right thing in 2020. So I've just pulled a Kogler. Basically, when he comes into the battlefield, he will fight another creature. And being a 7/6, it's not for a 5 mana cost. 6 mana cost, sorry. Before someone corrects me on that and my eyes don't work. Yeah, big, mean green monster. I'm assuming someone might want this.
I'm taking all these cards home. Half of them will probably end up online, so be sure to check us out.
Half of them?
Probably, yes. And then I got the Emergent Ultimatum, which is a black, green and blue. And search your library for up to 3 mono-coloured cards with different names and exile them. An opponent chooses one of those cards, shuffle that card into your library, you may cast the cards without paying their mana costs, and then exile this card. So you're leaving it in the fate of your opponent, and then obviously your choice. On Arena, I tend to just give them 1 card and then 2 cards and put like, a really good card.
Is it Orzhov? No,
in the one.
Oh, what's the card? When you take 3 cards from the top of your opponent's...
Yes, there's a few. Yeah. I know which one you mean. Yeah.
This is one of the very few reprints that have happened in this set. So we've got a new artwork for Pacifism.
Oh, the
Pacifism. I think no, it's the large man with the backpack,
it's
isn't
it?
it?
It's the giant.
Yeah, the giant with the backpack.
That was
or the large man. I don't remember when that was. All I'm saying is it's a reprint, so this will last into... Well, if it was Eldraine, then it would already last into the next...
Set?
Not set. Circulation.
Oh, we are being very lucky today. We've got a Boneyard Lurker. We're seeming to get all of the...
I've got Lord Dracus here, which is another.
Oh, that's a nice card as well. Look at these comic cards. I'm not being funny, but the artwork is...
incredible.
Yes.
Absolutely
it's
incredible.
Very, very pretty. So, Boneyard Lurker, comic. And then we got the Inspired Ultimatum. So, if you're... Ikoria is centred around playing a lot of multicoloured decks. I found that there are a lot more multicoloured mana cost cards.
With the new edition of the triple lands.
Yes.
And also the crystals.
Yes,
which I have on here.
Very nice.
And the way that these work is that you pay 3 mana for this one. This is the Ikoria crystal. You pay 3 mana and it can be tapped for green, blue or red. Another great way. Yeah.
It's a good card.
Yeah, it does a lot. It's got a function.
Well, yeah, Inspired Ultimatum, good for a blue, red and white. It's target player gains 5 life, and then it deals 5 damage to any target, and then you draw 5 cards. So if you're struggling a bit, and this is the last card in your hand, it's going to help you out.
I like him.
Oh, he's cute. Oh, I also got another crystal there, so the crystal cards are all over the place.
Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Any of you black mages out there, This is a must. This is a great replacement for, I'd say, Vampire of the Dire Moon. Or,
yes, or green players.
Yeah, black-green players.
Get rid of the scorpions and the vipers.
And then basically whenever it leaves the battlefield, not exiled, when it dies, and enters the graveyard, it deals your opponent 2 damage and you gain 2 life. So for a 1-drop, for a 1/2 as well, so it can also block for the first few stages of the game.
Yep.
Well worth it. And it's a common.
So I've got a Call of the Death Dweller. If you've played this card, it's quite nasty. So return up to 2 target creatures with total converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard. You get to put a Death Touch counter on them and a Menace counter. So this is where Mike had some counters. So you do get counters. They're double-sided. And this is the other function of Ikoria, is you get to put counters on. So nice little counters there, just to remember what you've been doing.
Nice new mechanic.
Okay, the Scorpion, that one. Oh, they've redone as well the artwork for Frostlinks.
I think I prefer the original. Not the last one, the cat.
That was the 420 edition.
Yes.
It is a cat still. It's a very pretty cat. He's in a tree.
I prefer the other cat. It doesn't look very frosty there, does it?
He does. He's frosty.
Oh,
and then there's also a new reprint of Deadweight, which is I want to say a mouse bunny type.
It's definitely a rabbit with a weird tail.
It's a very odd looking card. It's just reprinted. Oh, I love this card. Cloud Piercer comic art. Oh, he's beautiful. So Cloud Piercer has a mutate cost of 4. He also has Reach. He's a 5/4 for a 5 cost. Whenever it mutates, you can discard a card if you do draw a card. But he's just a good... He has Reach and Mutate. He's very pretty. I like that card.
I don't understand. Dismal Backwater has to be the most common of all common dual land cards, and they're still reprinting it in Ikoria. What have you just got?
I just got 2 comics in one pack. Anyway, right, so
I love that card.
I got a comic of Vulpikeet. So it's a fox parrot. It's a 4 mana cost, but mutate is 3.
Those 2 words should never be in the same
fox
sentence.
parrot,
It's
no.
a fox parrot.
It's flying, and whenever it mutates, you get to put a 1/1. So if you're mutating and you're only using it for the 3 mutate cost, it's worth it for the 1/1. And then we also got another comic in this pack. We got the Archipelago. It's a Leviathan, mutate cost of 6.
I'm glad you had to pronounce that.
Archipelago. I got it right.
Isn't it Archipelago?
Whenever it mutates, tap up to X target creatures, where X is the number of times the creature is mutated. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step.
It's a pretty card.
And he's a 7 mana cost if you didn't want to mutate him. So I'd probably go for the 6 mana and mutate him. We're doing really well on the... Ooh, another one.
Already have one.
I've got one somewhere. Oh yes, that's a reprint.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, we got another crystal. My favourite card, Quartzwood Crasher. He's a green and red, and he's trample, a 6/6 for a 5 mana cost. Whenever one or more creatures you control trample, so if you're just having a trample deck, you've got to have some of these cards in. You need at least 4 of these in. Or I'd probably go with 2, to be honest. But whenever a creature with trample deals combat damage to a player, you get to create an XX Green Dinosaur Beast creature token with trample, where X is the amount of damage those creatures dealt. So say if your opponent has no creatures on the field, you have this guy, another one of this guy, and then something else, let's say with 4 with trample, that's 16 damage. It does 16 damage and then creates a 16 token. A 16/16 token, which is crazy. It adds all of that trample damage up and then creates the token of that.
Chuck a Gem Razor on it.
I love him.
So, the word I was looking for was target.
Target, okay.
Yes,
that was really hard to come up with.
A good mutate target. And I've got another one on the subject in my hand. Essence Symbiote.
Oh, not him.
You don't like Essence Symbiote?
He's cute. Look
but you
at
are
him.
a green mage.
I am a green.
Basically, it's a 1 and green cost mana. Whenever a creature you control mutates, put a 1/1 counter on that creature and you gain 2 life. Now, it doesn't actually have to be this card that mutates onto it. All this has to do is be on the field when you mutate another creature.
It's a very nice card.
Which is just really nice. You get this out early in your early play. You get Migratory Greathorn. Start ramping your mana up. And
He's so adorable.
other bits and pieces, it automatically you gain life and get a 1/1. So, and it's a common.
He's very cute.
Weirdly, we've only seen one.
Yeah, we have actually. I've not come across any yet.
I keep looking at the same bundle of cards.
Well,
I don't know what I'm
stop
doing. I need to
opening
open
a
some
pack.
packs.
What are we doing with these here?
I was going to get you to go through those.
Oh, okay. So Evolving Wilds again has been reprinted for this set. It's a very nice artwork. It's the land of Ikoria. Once again, sacrifice it and search for a basic land card. And then we've got Barrier Breach, exile up to 3 enchantments. So if your opponent is still playing Theros, this is probably a card worth having in your deck for 3 mana cost to exile them rather than destroy them. So at least they can't bring them back, which is... I'm preferring exile to destroy now because people are learning to bring things back from their graveyard. He makes me laugh. He's a Polywog symbiote. He's a 2 mana cost, and each creature spell you cast costs 1 less if it has mutate, so it's worth it. And whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has mutate, draw a card, then discard a card. So if you're working on going through your deck really quick and getting creatures out, he's your guy.
I have been messed up with this card though. So I was playing Auspicious Starix in a mutate deck.
Okay.
And I had that on the field.
Okay.
I basically decked myself.
Oh. Oh
and
no!
mutated again. Auspicious Starix kicked in, and then it tried to draw a card.
If we get one of those, we'll
and
go through that.
I did deck myself.
Nice.
And I was not happy about the fact.
No.
No. I found him.
Oh, you found the prickly marmoset. So the
yes.
front of the pack, that one.
Yeah,
It's a prickly marmoset. It's
did
not
I
a bush
call-
baby. I called it a bush baby. I don't know what you call it. Let's not recite what you called it.
can't
I'm calling him
remember
a
what I
bush
called
baby. He's a marmoset.
So
Prickly marmoset. It's not a marmoset though. I'm sorry. People always. That's a monkey.
no, we called it a bush baby, and what did I?
A bush baby.
Oh, no, yeah, but
I don't know what. I don't want to know.
porker baby.
Porker baby. No, it's not a porker baby. So yeah, you got him.
No, he's a prickly marmoset.
Yeah, he's cute. We also, I got the Trumpeting Gnar, which is the counterpart to Vivian's Monsters Advocate. You get to create a beast token. So these are the beast tokens, which are very nice, and it has a mutate cost as well. So it's either a 3-drop or a 5-drop, but whenever it mutates, it's create a 3/3 green beast creature token. What are you doing? Put it down.
I'm opening this one.
Well, don't rob the packs. He's trying to steal from me. I'll keep an eye on him, people. Okay, he's not bad. And then the rare was Mythos of Eluna.
Yeah, I like
Yes.
that card, and I can't remember what it does.
So it's a 4 mana cost blue. Create a token that's a copy of target permanent. If for some reason if red and green mana was spent to cast it, instead create a token that's a copy of that permanent, except the token has, when this permanent enters the battlefield, if it's a creature, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So you can either just go in and keep it in a blue deck and copy a creature, keep it as that, or if you're playing a blue, green, red deck, it can fight a target creature if you spent that mana. It's not a bad card. I like it. Anything else?
I've just read the Zenith Flare. Have you encountered this card?
Yes, I don't like it. I don't like it.
The Cycle Index WinCon, basically. This card for 4 mana, 2 colourless, 1 red, 1 white. When basically when it's cast, it deals X damage to any target, and you gain X life, where X is the number of cards with a cycling ability in your graveyard. It can go very quickly, very big, very quickly, due to the mechanic of cycling. Yeah, must have cycling mages out there playing those red-white decks with black cards in there just for cycling.
So I've got an enchantment, which is Capture Sphere, which is pretty much, it enters the battlefield, tap enchant a creature, it doesn't untap. So it's just a quick, for 4-drop, it ain't worth it.
It ain't worth
It ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it.
And then we got the Ferocious Dagorilla.
I've not seen that play.
So he's a cat ape for 4 mana, red card. And when it enters with your choice of a trample or a menace. And it's a 4/3. So I'd probably give it a menace, just because.
Depends on what
Well,
the
you
other
can-
opponent's doing.
yeah.
If they've got nothing on the field, you want to just
Oh, and
trample
then
on.
this is the Migratory Great
Ooh,
Horn.
yes.
So he's a mutate, and like we said,
Great
when he mutates, search the library for a basic land and put it onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle your library. So nice 3 mana to mutate it or 4 mana drop, depending which way you want to do it.
I've never seen this one before.
I play him.
Okay, you can discuss it then.
Okay, he's a honey mammoth. He's a 6 mana cost green. When it enters, it gains 4 life and it's a 6/6. So if you're playing a life deck, he's worth it for that. That's pretty much it.
Speaking of life decks.
Oh, I love this card for a 1 mana cost, Light of Hope. Best card they've done for a 1 mana cost in a while.
Yeah.
So choose one, gain 4 life, destroy target enchantment, or put a 1/1. I would say have 4 of these in your deck if you're running a white deck. Just because you never know when you might need one of these things. And it's a really good card.
We have shiny and non-shiny.
Oh, shiny and non-shiny.
Shiny and non-shiny.
Shiny.
This one doesn't do anything if I shake it.
No. He's just a shiny Skull Prophet.
Skull Prophet's good. I thought
He's
you...
alright. He's a 2 mana cost, green black.
It's a
And
good
add
ramp
mana
card.
or put 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. So if you're doing a mill deck and then you're bringing things back, he's worth it. Are you just going to get me to talk about all of them?
Yeah, I'm suggesting ones. I think
Okay.
Heartless Act is a great card. Personally.
It's a 2 mana cost. So the other thing is they want to remove counters. So if it has a trample counter on it, a lifelink counter on it, a menace counter on it, you can remove those with this card. You can move up to 3. So any kind of counter, or if it's got 1/1 counters on it, you can take away those.
Or just destroy a creature with no counters on it for 2
so
cost. So when
depending-
you murder for 1 less cost in mono.
Yeah, but it depends if they've got no counters on.
Well, if they haven't, then you just strip them of their everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything.
Everything, just get rid of everything. So we had technical difficulties, we apologise. So what we did, we opened all the packs and we pulled out all the good stuff for you guys to see instead. So we're going to start with the rares.
These ones.
So we had a nice full of rares. We ended up with 29 rares out of 36 packs. So it's only 7 packs that were missing rares. In those packs we either got a comic or a mythic. So it was good.
Good mix.
Good mix. So I'm going to just half these and give half to Mike. We have already covered some of these.
I'm going to try and filter the ones that we've covered whilst Lucy talks about the ones that we potentially haven't.
So we have a Lava Brink Venturer. So it's a white card and a 3 mana cost. It's as Lava Brink Venturer enters the battlefield, choose odd or even. 0 is even. It has protection from each converted mana cost of the chosen value, and it's a 3/3 card. So it's quite nice because it has protection. So if your opponent's just got, if they're playing the companion that only has even cards, chuck this out, choose odd, they can't attack it. So nice mechanic there. Extinction event, 4 mana cost, black card. Choose odd or even again, exile each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value. So another pretty broken card, 4 mana cost. If, like I say, they're playing the deck where it is have all even numbers, yeah, they're screwed. We've done that one.
Shark Typhoon.
Shark Typhoon. It's been played so much on Arena. So whenever you cast an non-creature spell, you get to create an XX blue shark. So say you're casting for example, a sorcery card. So here's this one. It's a 4 mana cost. You get to create a 4/4 blue shark, which is flying, and X is that spell's converted mana cost.
Sharknado.
Yes, a Sharknado. We're basically doing Sharknado, but in card format.
Yes, they couldn't get the rights to that either.
No, they went with Shark Typhoon instead. But yeah, there's all different kinds of sharks on the front of that card. There's like a hammerhead and a great white. It's pretty nice card, and it's also a cycling. So
Well,
you get to choose.
when you cycle, it actually creates a token as well.
So it's a nice card. We have seen the alternate art. I think that's where we cut out last time of the Everquill. This is the normal form of Everquill Phoenix. Nice card again. Then we have a Yadaro.
Yep.
Yadaro.
Yidaro. Just go string it together as quickly as I can so that no one can point out any mistakes.
It's a wandering monster. It's a 7 mana red card. It has trample and haste. It's a dinosaur turtle.
Do you know what it does?
It's a cycling. So when you cycle it, you shuffle it into your library from your graveyard. If you've cycled a card named Ikoria 4 or more times, put it onto the battlefield from your graveyard instead.
So basically,
it's an 8/8.
a free 8/8 just for cycling it. So that means you get to draw a card each time you cycle it for 2. And then on the 4th time that you cycle it, you get an 8/8 on the battlefield for nothing.
It's a very nice card.
Yes.
Cycling's only a 2 mana cost.
I really like the Godzilla alternate for that as well. I've forgotten what it's called.
I know.
We haven't had any of the Godzilla alternates.
We haven't. There's a Kogler. Mythos of Brokos. Brokos. Sounds very Greek.
Yeah, Brokos.
Mythos is a Greek beer. It's very nice. So it's a sorcery. It's a green mana cost, but if you use a water or a black swamp was spent to cast this spell.
A water or a black swamp people. We love magic here.
Sorry. An island or a swamp was spent to cast this spell. Search your library for a card. Put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. So if you're doing a lot of pulls from your graveyard and you want a certain card in there, that's ideal. And then you get to return up to 2 permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. So as well, you can search your library for a card that you want to put in, and then you get to draw it out as well.
Any card?
It says any. Search your library for a card, and then return up to 2 permanent cards from your graveyard. So as long as it's permanent, as long as it's not an instant or a sorcery, you're fine. It's a good card.
I like that.
We've had that one. We've had that one. Ooh, Song of Creation.
The Moria the Collector, wasn't that after Evercroft?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, it was before. It was before. Never mind though.
Song of Creation, you may play an additional land on each of your turns. Whenever you cast a spell, draw 2 cards. Every time you put a creature down. Every time you play an instant, sorcery, enchantment. You draw 2 cards. Just remember you need a big enough deck.
You need basically a draw mechanic. Yeah. So you always need to have something.
But at the beginning of your end step, you have to discard your hand.
So to be able to use this correctly, and the way I've seen it is you use something like an adventure card from Eldraine, so that you used its effect, it's on an adventure, and then you can play it next turn, which then starts the draws.
But yeah.
I really like that mechanic. Really odd mana base for it though.
Yeah, it's a green, blue, and red. 4 mana cost.
Bit like the next one.
Yes, Genesis Ultimatum, so another Ultimatum card here. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, put any number of permanent cards from among onto the battlefield and the rest into your hand. So 5 cards straight away onto the battlefield or in your hand for a 7 mana cost. Back again. 2 green, 3 blue, 2 red. Nice card. And then one of my favourites, so this is a companion, this is Kahira, the Orphan God. It's beautiful artwork. There's so many little tiny creatures.
I just thought of Wyclef, just saying Kahira.
No, it's not Shakira. So it's a companion. Each creature card in your starting deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast. Yeah. And it
not
has
just one
vigilance,
of those types, just as long as
it's the broad selection, which is quite easy in Ikoria. You just have none of the human cards basically, and this pretty much covers everything.
Yes.
And each other creature you control that's a cat, elemental, dinosaur, or beast gets 1/1 and has vigilance. The only problem is you need to keep it alive.
Yes.
It's a very easy targetable card because it's only a 3/2.
Yes.
So if people are still playing.
Removed.
Yeah.
So
it's a target card. It's very easy. You need to buff it. You need to be able to mutate this. I wouldn't put it down until you can make it a bigger, better creature.
I would suggest something like Sentinel's Eyes. That'd be a really good way.
It's already got vigilance though.
It's already got vigilance, but it also gives it 1/1.
I like Ikoria's. Have we had any I don't know if it's Ikoria's Blessings or someone's, but it gets a 1/1 and deals 4 damage to target creature.
Don't know.
I like that card. If I find it, I will play it. What else do we have?
Again, we've already done. Oh no, we haven't done Bonder's Enclave.
No, Bonder's Enclave. So it's a add mana. Add any mana you want. Whatever colour you want. Whatever you feel like. And for 3 mana and tap it, you can draw a card. Activate this ability only if you control a creature with power 4 or greater.
Still good.
Yeah, still good. It's if you need draw mechanic.
Yep.
The Ozolith.
This is one we've both played, I think.
Don't mind it. It's just getting the counters.
Yeah.
You get to put all the counters onto it, and then at the beginning of combat on your turn, if the Ozolith has counters on it, you may move all counters from it onto target creature. So basically, you have a creature, you have two creatures, one has lots and lots of counters on it, the opponent kills it, all the counters then go to the Ozolith. At the end of your turn, you give all the counters to the other creature.
So I played this in a really janky deck with...
It's only 1 mana cost
Hydra's
as well.
Growth and Hydra's...
Hydra's Growth.
Voracious Hydra.
Voracious Hydra.
Yorvo.
Yep. Yeah, anything that basically have 1/1 counters on it, or anything that comes in with like Menace, Vigilance, Death Touch, Flying.
Yep. Mecha Godzilla, I can't remember what originally
Well,
it's
it is a
called,
legendary artifact, so you can only have one on the field at a time.
You only need one on the field at a time.
Yes, but people want to
It
kill
collects
it.
everything.
Yes, it's a very good card.
It's like a Hoover for counters.
Gigantha.
Gigantha.
That
was
the
correct.
Wellspring.
Yes.
It's a 5 mana cost, green or red. It's a companion, so no card in your starting deck has more than one of the same mana symbol in its mana cost.
Ooh.
Quite hard. Yeah, you've got to be playing all 5 colours. There's no other way around that. And it's going to be all multicoloured decks. Yeah, but you can tap it to add 5 mana.
I could imagine this working really well with Eerie Ultimatum.
Yeah.
Which brings back a card of any amount of cards, but only one of each card with a different name.
Yep.
So that would be a really cool deck, I think.
Yes. Getting around it, but like I said, this card is only a green, red.
Yeah.
So it's only 2 colours.
Gruul.
Not calling it Gruul.
That's what's cool.
Okay.
It's the first time I think we've actually mentioned any of... Yep, Lutri. We like Lutri.
The Spell Chaser, so he's a companion as well. We've had quite a few companions. Each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. So that's not that hard to do, but obviously if you're trying to run a certain way, you need at least 2 to 3 cards of the same type. So
Yeah, this card was immediately, before its release, banned from Commander, Pauper, Brawl, any of the standard Magic gameplays
because
that basically already include you only
is
having one of each card.
3 mana cost, red, blue, so 3/2, and it has flash, and when it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control, and you may choose new targets. So say you've got, what have I got to hand? The Monstrous Step. Target creature gets +7/7 till end of turn.
You cast that at
the same time. Yeah, they're a bit... Yeah, it's a good card. And then we have Lurrus of the Dream Den. I like this card. It's a very nice card. It's a companion. 3 mana cost, white, black. Each permanent card in your starting deck has converted mana cost 2 or less. So, very low cost deck. It's working on your mutates and bumping that up with all the +1/1 counters as well.
Well, the 2 most common decks I've seen this played in already are the sacrifice decks, so red, black, and cycling, because they're all very low cost.
And then life
and that's only permanent, so you can actually have non-permanent cards that are actually greater than 2 mana cost.
But Lurrus's effect is during each of your turns, you may cast 1 permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard. So you've had a creature gone, it's coming back. It's a pain this is why I say exile is so good in these decks, because there's so many things that just keep happening and happening. This is one that you need to exile. You don't want to put this in a graveyard.
No.
You want to exile this card. What else did we get just out of interest? So we got quite a lot of triomes, which is quite nice. We've got 1 of each of the triomes. I'll just show you the nice artwork for each of those. Ooh.
Triple mana! Who knew it?
Frontland Felidar, Inspired Automatum, Emergent Automatum,
Garuda.
the Zerda, the Gyruda, and the Quartzwood Crasher.
Which we've already gone through.
They are our rares. So we got 4 mythics.
4 in
4.
36 packs.
And they are 3 humans
Good.
and 1 creature. So, general. Really is a 0/3, 3 mana cost, and whenever it gets +1/+0 for each instant sorcery card in your graveyard, and whenever you discard no more cards, draw that many cards. So
I've not seen it in play before.
No, I haven't. It's a blue-red.
It sounds like a good card though.
And then we've also got Vadrock.
Apex of
Thunder. Cue sound effect. Woo! Lightning.
I don't know if I'm going to do that.
Legendary creature, elemental dinosaur cats.
Yes.
This is what a dinosaur cat apparently looks like, according to Wizards of the Coast.
Does it even look like a cat?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
got
it does.
cat face. It's got
got a cat
dinosaur
face.
body.
With a cat head.
He's an elemental, so they made him blue. So it's a mutate cost of 4 flying first strike. Whenever it mutates, you may cast target non-creature card with converter cost 3 or less from your graveyard. So that is another one. You want to get rid of it. Whenever it mutates, it brings something back. And then we have...
Unless you're playing it and then you don't want to get rid of it because it's your card.
Winota, Joiner of Forces. So she is a red-white.
Probably one of the
We've been
best
through
mythics
this.
in the
Whenever a
set.
non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top of its cards. If it's a human, it goes on the field. And it gets indestructible.
And it attacks immediately.
Yes. And then we got a lot of
Comic.
The alternate arts. They are amazing. Like, the artwork is absolutely beautiful. It's the best alternate art that I've seen.
Yes, I would agree.
I like the
No,
Throne of Eldraine.
I was just about to say I like the border art.
Yes,
on
everybody likes the
Throne of
border art of
Eldraine.
Throne of Eldraine.
I'm
Didn't
still
like
looking
Perils.
for a love-struck beast. I'll get one. One day.
So we got the Vulpikeet, which is very nice.
Well, we looked at that card earlier, but we didn't
Yep.
look at this version of that card.
We got a Illuna, Apex of Wishes alternate.
What that does.
Mutate. Dreamtail Heron, which we've been through. A Evercool Phoenix. Like I said, it's a 4-cost, and whenever it mutates, you create a token, so to bring it back. Oh, that one. I'm going to not say its name again.
Archipelago.
Cloud Piercer. I really like this card.
Archipelago.
I really like it.
What one's that?
Cloud Piercer. It's a dinosaur. Look how regal he looks.
He is
He's amazing.
He's very
I
proud,
love him.
very proud dinosaur.
The Boneyard Lurker. This is the only shiny alternate art we got, which is the Chittering Harvester.
And we thought it was its teeth. It's not. It's apparently its
It's
eyes that are shining.
Cavern Whisperer. Lord Drakis, which is a mutate. It's 3 mana cost, and whenever it mutates, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. So he's a nice one as well. Plenty of cards in here if you're milling your decks.
I think that's my favourite.
Migratory Greathorn, we got 2 of these, so very odd that we got 2 of these. Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land, put it into the battlefield tapped. Very nice.
Great round.
Vadrox, Apex of Thunder, the alternate art. I do like this card. The alternate art looks completely different.
Sure.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, no,
He's not
so-
as blue. Look at him. He's like side-by-side comparison, guys. Like, that is not the same. Not the same.
Artistic license, isn't it?
Porky Parrot.
Love my pork in Magic cards.
And a Pouncing Shark.
Oh,
Shore Shark.
that one is also one of my favourites.
He's adorable. He's a hammerhead.
I also
With
love
hands.
the card.
With hands.
So when it mutates, you can send a target permanent back to the player's hand.
Yes, but returning things to hands.
It's fine actually, because it
I think
slows.
it slows people down, but at the end of the day, I'd rather get rid of the card.
Look, people wouldn't be playing to Fairy Time Raveler if it wasn't effective.
And they're falling everywhere. Like I say, most of these cards will be available on notjustacomic.com.
As soon as it relaunches. And
As soon as it
hopefully
relaunches?
well, by the time this video comes out, I would imagine.
Should be.
Fingers crossed. And if not, we'll put something in the description below to tell you when it is going to come back.
What have you... You were going through the uncommons. I
I
thought
was
you were
just
going to give
looking.
me some
I was just
cards.
looking for you.
Oh,
I
dear.
love that card.
Storm
Caprador.
Wild Caprador. Its little face is very cute.
It's an odd looking card.
It's a flying. If non-combat damage will be dealt to Stormwild Caprador, prevent that damage, put a 1/1 counter. So people are trying to shock it or kill it
Yep.
or minus it.
You shock it yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Oh dear.
Oh, you imagine if someone tried to Zenith flare that. They tried to Zenith flare it for like 10, and suddenly it gets 10 1/1 counters, because it gets a 1/1 counter for every point of damage it absorbs.
Yes, it's a very, very good. Insatiable
Hemophage.
Hemophage.
Hemophage!
It's a mutate for 3 cost, or it's a standard 4 cost. It's black. It's Death Touch. Whenever it mutates, each opponent loses X life and gains X life, where X is the number of times the creature is mutated.
Great card.
3/3.
I personally like it.
Yeah.
It's annoying when you're trying to run that with Dirgeback though, because obviously there's no better 3/3. I've heard this one. I've seen
Blitz
this
of the Thunder Raptor, nice 2 mana cost. It's an instant, deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. If it would die, you exile it. Again, exile is the way to go. Stop destroying things, people are bringing it back from the dead. Just exile everything.
Zombies.
Zombies! Ah! And then we've got Momentum Rumbler.
I think the worst one is actually the Moth.
Oh, we didn't get a moth.
We didn't get a great
We
moth.
didn't get a moth. Oh well.
Didn't get a moth.
Next time.
Didn't get a moth. We've got some mysterious eggs though.
Yeah, we did. Just its eggs.
Just eggs.
Yes. No. Ivy Elemental is the kind of the new Hydra. You put X amount of 1 counters on, but it's only a 1 mana cost. So, a little bit cheaper.
X for what? Oh, the Titanith is
Titanith
really
Rex
good.
is 9 mana cost.
But
It has trample, and whenever you cycle it, put a trample counter on target creature, but it's an 11.
you have it just for the cycle, give something else trample. Simple.
Crazy. No. Channel 4, Savai, Thundermate, I like him. He's just a pretty card. He's just a lion.
I have
lightning.
seen it played, I've forgotten what it does.
Whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 2. When you do, it deals 2 damage to target creature and you gain 2 life. So, if you're doing a cycling deck and running red and white, he's the guy.
Why don't we see a lot of that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that I saw that in a video this morning.
Jubilant Skybonder. So it's flying. It's a 3 mana cost. Red, not red. White, blue. White, blue. 2/2. Creature you control with flying have spells your opponents cast that target this creature costs 2 more. So it's just increasing the mana pool. So people can't attack you as often.
We went through that.
Yep.
That.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
didn't.
General's Enforcer. I have seen this play quite a lot. It's a white-black and it's a 2/3. Legendary humans you control have indestructible. So that would be these legendary mythic. They have
I see it
indestructible.
played a lot with
Yes, General
Kudro.
Kudro of Dranith. And Proud Wild Wonder has trample, and his effect is creature you control with trample have, you may have this creature assign its combat damage though it weren't blocked.
I missed all of what you just said.
Creatures you control with trample, you can assign the trample damage rather than it going through. But it means it doesn't kill the creature, because I've played this card quite a lot.
It
so
just
you can
bypasses them and does
it
the damage
bypasses the
directly.
creature, goes for the. So it depends if you want to kill the creature or if you just want to deal direct damage.
That's not bad for a...
But that's with everything with
4/4/3.
trample. Everything with trample. So even if they block it, all that damage is going through. So with the Quartzwood Crasher.
The Razor.
Yeah, a lot of them. There's a lot of things in there.
Little piggy boy.
Yep. Back for more.
Why not?
It's a 6 mana cost, quite a high cost. Not really worth it. Return target creature from your graveyard to battlefield. When you do, it fights 1 target creature. It's not worth it for a 6 mana.
It depends on what you're bringing back.
Yeah, it does. But
And how
Alert
you build the
Heatbonder.
deck.
I love this card.
I mean, you could
It's a 3 mana
easily swap
cost.
that out for Bond of Revival or going back to the other one.
Yeah, the other one. Back for more. Yeah, there's all the cards that do.
For 5 cost.
Yeah.
Or there's another one. I can't remember what it is. Oh, it gets a 1/1 when you bring it back. And
But Alert Heatbonder, Vigilance. At the end of your turn, you gain 1 life. So if you're still running Najani for the time we have left, great card.
Oh, that'll get a reprint, surely.
Possible.
I reckon.
It's 2020. We've still got 2020 to go yet.
I think we all know that.
2020 has not ended yet.
Yeah.
We need it to end. Parcel Beast. Mutate 2 cost. And to tap it, and 1 is look at the top card of your library. If it's land, you may put it into the battlefield. So
I'm not sure how I feel about Parcel Beast.
if you need land,
I still prefer Migratory Greathorn.
yeah, I
'Cause you
do.
haven't got
But
to
it's
tap a
still a higher
creature for it.
cost.
I love Reconnaissance Mission.
Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card that's 4 mana cost. It's an enchantment, so it just sits on the side.
Yep.
I've been through that. Majestic Oricon! Very pretty card.
Very good card.
It's a mutate for 4 or 5 drop. It's Vigilance, and whenever it mutates, you gain 4 life. So, yeah, again, a good one. I think that is... Oh, Glowstone Recluse.
Yep.
Nice 4 mutate cost or a 3 drop. He's a 2/3, and whenever it mutates, put 2 1/1 counters on it, and it has reach.
Yes.
So, Spider. Exuberant Wolf Bear. Attacks change the base power and toughness of target human you control to exuberant wolf base power and toughness. So if you got a 1/1 human and it's attacking, whenever this attacks.
Makes sense, Lucy.
Yeah. Anyway, read the card.
Right,
We have this. You can explain this one because I don't play this.
Right, so Auspicious Starix. It's probably my favourite mutate card, although it is quite a high cost. So I will try and explain it the best I can.
I don't play it.
We were having this conversation the other day. So I was saying, I love this card on Arena. I don't know how it would work in real life. Because it just does everything for you on Arena. So whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature is mutated. Put those permanent cards onto the battlefield.
Okay guys, so sorry for the cuts and things. We think we've covered most of the cards. If there's anything you are looking for, give us a message. We probably have it now. We don't have the Moth, sadly. We don't have any Godzilla cards, which is even sadder, but I'm sure they'll turn up at some point. We did get that. Auspicious Strix. Starix. Strix, Starix. It's the same thing. But yeah, we have some good cards.
We also have boosters.
We have booster packs available. Commander decks are coming in. We will have themed booster packs available for purchase as well. We'll probably go through those in a bit more depth when they arrive, same as the commanders. But yeah, booster packs are available to purchase, and so are individual cards. Thank you guys for watching, and we hope to see you soon.
Mike signing out. Lucy signing out.
No, we're not doing signing out. Yes, please.
Tonight on the news. Camera's rolling.
Oh dear. Okay, ready? Yeah. Hello and welcome to our first video.
Right. Continue.
You can't do that.
I have to. I have to have a reference to merge the sound.
Okay, go. Do it again.